Okay, good morning, people, and I hope that I won't wake up my mother because I'm doing this in the living room. Let me rather not be too loud, but I want to tell you something about my darker times. A little alert. I'm very happy right now. This is my past, but maybe somebody can take a good lesson from it or something like that. You know, I mean, there's no profit in not sharing this, so let me just do it while I'm playing some Minecraft. I'm very low skilled at Minecraft, so please don't roast me. Okay, I made some notes so that I can still tell a story while I'm jumping a bit. I'm 29 years old right now, and I'm telling something about my life from 10 years ago. I've never had a real relationship with a person from something other than my family, which is fine. I think many people had this kind of life so far. I've lived in my room my whole life, to exaggerate a little bit, and I've met some girl online through some One Direction fandom. I got into them in 2014 due to my sisters who love these people, and I still like a lot of the music. Although I've grown up, obviously, hopefully. And yes, I just met some girl on Facebook, and I mean, she's from so far away. She was from Canada, but she needed a little bit of help, maybe for 1 or 2 days. Let me describe like that. And yes, when she blocked me, I've had my first really depressive episode of my life. Did not take a shower for 5 or 6 weeks. Do not ask me why. um, but I was in my feelings, to be honest. Yes. mm, um, and then, yes, at this point, I've made some notes, as I've already said. YouTube videos were the only opportunity to experience real life. I've watched especially vlogs. I don't know if somebody knows Ungespielt, but he's done some very fine videos at that time, especially. I don't follow him anymore, but yes, I like his spirit. And he also played some Minecraft. I wouldn't say that. Yes, I think it influenced me a little bit, at least, in the least. No misunderstanding. I was still that kind of person who really laughed a lot and so on and so on, but something weighted me down. That was very clear, and from the start, as if the start was in 2014, but you know what I mean. And then, yes, let me say dramatically, I was over. Another girl who I couldn't be with, a Russian girl, this time I was head over heels. Do you say like that in English? Oh, I have to concentrate on jumping. Looks rather embarrassing. Okay, just jump a bit for a bit. I was head over heels, and I called her a statue of diamond, out of reach, which I couldn't touch. I've never been that desperate in my life. I've been so desperate that I've started drinking at that time because I still had my needs, which weren't satisfied. Mm, I've had my first Coca-Cola whiskey in 2015, and it felt somehow like the start of a downfall. Okay, some would maybe say, oh, it's just alcohol, but I was raised the Christian way and know that these things are not good for my health, but yes, these were the only way out, maybe for a short time when I had these intense feelings. I loved the alternate dimension, floating until I came down, and I didn't have that much money at that time, so I drank a lot of beer. Mother always gave me some few euros, maybe 5, and it was actually enough at that time, before inflation came. Yes, whatever problem I've had in my life, alcohol could drown. And yes, yes. I really hate the taste of beer, but so I took a lot of sweets. I ate a lot of sweets while drinking them. These beers. Ah, wouldn't do it again. But I had to fulfill my need. I just drank to get drunk, and that's it. And yes, I don't want to say too many things about that. I even went so far to plan for a visit. Okay, there was this one girl in Germany near me, from Russia, and the other one who's actually from Russia, on social media, but the one in real Russia motivated me to start a mini job. And when she said no to a visit for me, I know it sounds a bit, but yeah, it was all very desperate at that time, as I've already said. When she said no, I was done. I was done with everybody. Yeah, all the time. All the time. It sounds very nihilistic because it was. It wasn't healthy at all. Um, so I sometimes got up a bit earlier than the start of work. I just worked for a few months in 2017. I was trying some studies at least. Economic programming or something like that. And when translated in English, I mean, it's about programming and economics. I'm sure about that. And I drove to Heilbronn by bus and train to drink and smoke on my own. To music by Lana Del Rey, Ed Sheeran, and so on. All these heartbroken things. I still love Summertime Sadness, but do I really want to be sad all the time, you know? I still love them all. Let me just turn it to page 2. Yeah, I sometimes went to work very drunk. I mean, very drunk, and 1 or 2 times I cried many tears because before I went to work at maybe 9 a.m. if I remember it right. Often and influenced my performance in terms of precision, especially. Wasn't that often to be. Yes, I went there maybe 30 or 40 times in total, and then I left them because I needed time for myself. But I went there 3 or 4 times, very drunk, and nobody noticed it. I still don't know how, but yes, don't take it as a motivation to do this either, because I was done. I was like somebody, like a dead man walking. I'll describe. Let me look at my page again. And yes, a lot of The Weeknd, who I've listened to. The Hills, Wicked Games, The Knowing, to really get in my feels, and he's a voice to a lot of people. I still like his music, but his older one is just so wrenching, heart-shattering. I've lost my breath for 30 seconds in my life. Thank God that I opened the window at the right time, because my smoking habits. I smoked way too many cigarettes, and yeah, no filter, of course, because I wanted to say goodbye to the world, to describe it a bit more beautiful. I called my crush and she ignored me. After all these things, she still didn't care. I mean, she doesn't know about my loss of breath, but she's got the spirit of it all, and she still completely ignored me. I mean, even a little message would have helped a bit, but nothing at all. I mean, it's not a lot to ask for. Alright. I missed my bus stop a few times on the bus. It's nothing very grand, but I just wanted to mention that I once or twice vomited on the bus floor. When I say that I was done, I really was done, I wrote a lot of poems and shared them on social media at the time on my auto-deleted account on VKontakte. And then 28th of April 2018 was the worst day of my life. Briefly, it started rather normally. Some people doing a party outside, which I wasn't invited to, but it's all fine. And due to that, somebody had the idea to throw a little version of it in the evening, and somebody else, let me call him a friend of mine at that time, reminded me of that one girl, and I drank myself to bed. I woke up in my bed, and my mother asked me, why did you do all these things? I cannot retrace what has happened in the night from 28th to 29th. I just answered her with, I need love. I still don't know how I meant it exactly, but I needed love. Not the sexual kind. I don't need these things, but somebody who could reciprocate me. And thank God, and many things have happened after this incident. I gave up my habit of drinking and smoking. Maybe I could do another video about other memories of that time. And I don't live in my past, but some things have happened, and maybe you could draw this one or the other lesson from it. And please find somebody to talk to, and I know it's very hard. I love my mother, I love my father. May he rest in peace. I love everybody from my family, and they're very kind and good to me, but there was still nobody to open up to, because they would say, you man up. They're all very kind, but you know what I mean. You have to open up and just don't look at everybody else around you. They're not a good influence to you. I love my family. Please don't get it wrong. But when I was completely down, I'd say God was the only one left to pull me out. I mean, yes. That's all I have to say about that. Let me stop this video. I have nothing else to talk about. Maybe do the jumps, maybe do still do level 6 of it. That's fine. Come on, it's fine. So thank you very much. That's not my actual skin. You do not see my space mods. I just saw them on somebody else and I tried them. It was in real life. I don't want to dress normally because everybody does. That's all. There are no thoughts left. And see you next time. Bye.